All right, everybody. So today we'll be doing a coating on this Volvo. It's not too old. It's pretty new. It's in pretty good condition. Really nothing stands out at me at the moment. Owner takes really good care of it. Just they want to not have to wash it as often since it's white. Have a little bit more care and a little bit more ease of clean. So today we're going to be coating this thing. Well, not today. Over the course of the next week or so, I'm going to come over here on my days off or evenings off and do it. But yeah, so products we're using. Normal pressure washer, Echo Bearcat. Upgraded though with different orifices and pump. MTM, SGS 28 nozzle. Sprayer with the OG nozzle. 2-bucket method. PF 22.2. Microfiber Madness mitts. 2 buckets. OG dollies. Normal little bucket. I usually don't have a bucket for stuff like this, but I just have to bring one here because I don't have one. This one's busted. It's dirty, but it'll get me by for this. Carpro dilute bottle with PNS bead maker. PNS brake buster. Straight up. Wheels aren't bad at all. Pretty clean. I'm just going to get them even cleaner. Do a full decon tonight, which will consist of a wash with GSF. No strip wash because it doesn't have anything on it. So we'll use GSF. And then we are going to do, we're going to clay it, foam it down again, clay it. But in between those two steps, we're going to do an iron remover. So yeah, we're going to get it situated and I'll get back up to you when I'm doing the next step. All right, so I just finished with the wheels. Went ahead, foamed it down initially, letting it sit for a minute. It was kind of dirty. Like I said, this is GSF, Coach Kimmy GSF, and MTM PF 22.2. I run it at about 150 milliliters per bottle of water. So, like I said, just gonna let it sit here for a second. Got my buckets ready. And then gonna do a contact wash and then do an iron remover and clay it. So, I'll see you in a second. All right, so just finished washing it and about to hit it with this stuff, iron remover. It's got some fallout, so we should take care of it one step. I don't really think I'm gonna clay it. The more that I'm thinking about it, if I do, I'll do it in the garage, but I don't think it really needs it. Unless it 100% needs it, you typically shouldn't do it, and it's just gonna cause me more work in the end because this car's never been really washed improperly. It's pretty good. Like I said, it's just going to need a one step. So probably not going to clay it, but I'll show you the results. All right, so I just sprayed the iron remover on. It's been sitting for probably about 5-10 minutes. Pretty dark out, so we can let it sit for a while, but look at all this iron, dude. That is honestly impressive for the fact that I didn't really see any before I washed it. Some spots there. It's kind of hard to pick up. The foam not really wanting to, but you can see it's littered all the way down there. Some here. Sides actually are not bad at all. There's a big spot right here, and then there's some spots in here. But yeah, other than that, it's actually pretty clean. Not too bad. I think the car had like chemical guys, like hydro something on it. The owner's got it in here in his cabinet. This is a BMW I did for him. Doesn't have a coating or anything, but did it for him. Pretty nice. Good car. It's like 5,000 miles. But I'm pretty sure this is what he was using, and some other chemical guy stuff. But that's what he was using. Definitely not the best, but you know, what do you expect? But definitely it's gonna rip that off. I'm probably not gonna clay it because it's pretty clean. Roof, it's not bad, honestly. Really clean car, really clean. Oh shoot, there's a lot right there. I didn't even pick that up. That happened just from when I walked over. But yeah, glass, plastics, everything got hit. Even the wheels. Wheels should be really clean because I just cleaned them. so it shouldn't really have any iron on it. But yeah, so I'm going to rinse this off, pull it in the garage, and get started. All right, so if the audio is a little weird, just because I got my headphones in, but finished it outside, iron remover, wash, and then it's wet still. Just pulled it in. I just pulled it in. I got the space heater on so it'll warm up in here, get the surface temp of the paint a little warm, just so it's a little easier when it's time for me to polish. I'm definitely not going to polish tonight. I don't have enough time. It's like 6 o'clock. I do got to get home here in a little while. I got some stuff to do, but definitely going to finish drying it off. Just let it sit tonight. Probably go ahead and tape it up. And just let the car just go ahead and just kind of exfoliate overnight. Just kind of allow itself to dry out in all the cracks and crevices and do that. If I come tomorrow, or not, when I do come tomorrow, dependent on the contamination, depending on all those types of things, is dependent on whether or not I'm going to clay this. I don't know if I am or not. I'm feeling it. It feels pretty smooth. So probably not going to, but who knows? Liable to change. But anyways, going to get this finished up, and I'll shoot you guys a video whenever I'm at the next step. All right. Currently in the process of what feels like an eternity of taping. Thank God I have this tape. It's so good. It's 3M, but it's curved, and it'll allow you to kind of flex it to whatever it is. So you can flex it around a light like that. But the issue is this car has so much plastic. Look at all the plastic. You know, you just spend so much time wanting to tape it off. I'm not the best taper, but you know, I if you took this to a shop, I would hope they would do this, because man, there's so much plastic. You have such an opportunity to say you're running your polisher across it, right? What if you slip? What if you're not paying attention? You're going to hit this plastic, and it's so porous, it's just going to soak it in. It's going to go white. So I'd rather not take any chances at all, and just minimize that risk of doing anything of that sort, and just kind of play it safe, because you know that extra, what is that? Extra inch and a half of space right there just makes me feel better, especially around the mirrors and stuff like that. You just don't want to take the chance of that happening. It's just no fun. I've done it before. Never gave somebody their car back though with plastic covered in polish residue. I mean, that's just unprofessional. But you know, it's just you gotta take the precautions, because if you don't, you're just gonna be left with some just jungled mess. I mean, I'm not out here doing half work. You know, I do a better job than most shops would ever do. Most people would ever do. And I take pride in that. So you know, I try and really do the best job I can for my customers. You know, it's definitely going to look good when I'm done. The more I'm sitting here thinking about it, I believe I'm just going to do a one step. I have just kind of one of the bags I got. Jesscar sent me some stuff out. I guess they sponsored me. I'll just say that. So there's their fine polish. Typically I use Sonak's Perfect Finish. However, I do want to give this a try. It's kind of a good opportunity. I don't get to polish as much as I'd like to, just due to me always being so busy. So whenever I get a chance, I always want to do that. But you know, it's pretty cool. I haven't tried it, haven't even opened it yet. It just looks like it's promising, because I do use their correction compound. That's great, one of the best compounds on the market. So I can't imagine that fine polish wouldn't. All right, so I've been working at it, slaving away. Flipped the car around, like I said. Got this whole side done. Back is pretty much finished up, other than the last tail light over there. The roof, I've done half of it on this. I've done the whole half of this side. I haven't touched that side. But here's your little fitty. The sunroof, it's actually way cleaner. It was littered with spots. You can see I polished here half of that. I just didn't do the other side, but it's looking really good. I'm just kind of treating the car half and half. But yeah, here, I'll show you the tail light. So as a lot of you guys know, I'm sure already, tail lights are just easily scratchable. However, you cannot, you can't polish headlights. So headlights have a protective UV coating on them. Once you take that coating off, they're done. They're going to yellow up, or the chances of them yellowing up will be far quicker. So I typically tape the light off. I just haven't done it on this side yet because I haven't gotten to it, even though I've taped the rest of it off. But tail lights are on the opposite. Tail lights are just clear coat, so you can polish them all day like you want. You're not going to have any issues when you do that. But anyways, so I've been polishing, slaving away, and this tail light has been untouched. Let's see if the light, if it'll even pick it up. I am recording on my phone, so you kind of got to be a little gracious with me. But if you look, you can see some micro scratching and some little slight scarring. But they're not the best looking. They're actually pretty scratched up. This is the most scratched part of the car. And then you look at this one, and you are just, it's clean, it's clear. You'll notice at night, especially, light output's going to be better. Reverse lights, those are going to be brighter. Just the whole light's going to be brighter and more vibrant, safer actually to do. But also, I am polishing all the glass on the car. The owner opted for that. It wasn't bad, just some slight spotting and some other stuff. So we're kind of cleaning that, or I'm kind of cleaning that up for him. But yeah, the glass is super clean now. I'm just polishing it with just a pad. They're gonna get black. Your microfiber pads are gonna get black when you're polishing glass. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's sitting there on the paint and it is just spinning. So it's gonna be clean. It's technically, when you're polishing glass, what you're doing is it's a real deep clean, real deep clean. So you're gonna be pulling all that dirt and crap out of the glass, and then in turn getting all your water spots out. But you can see there, it's pretty bad. You'll see some streaking. That's just from when I was drying the car after I had deconned it. I just haven't touched it. But yeah, the glass is pretty bad, honestly. I don't know why it cut out, but anyways, the glass is pretty bad considering how the state of the state that the car is in. The glass is bad for what it is. For any other car, no issues. However, on like the other hand, this car, the glass is just perfect. Then again, it's a 5,000 mile BMW. So, but anyways, just kind of slowly trudging away at this thing. It's sneaky big. Honestly, it is sneaky big. It's not too bad though. Pretty easy. Like I said, not a lot of paint. It's just you got to be real careful with what you're doing because you got all types of plastics, all different types of things. So literally all that's left, front bumper has been done already as well. So you got the fender, passenger door, passenger rear door, passenger quarter, and half of the roof on this side, on the passenger side. This glass and the windshield. All right, this is just an understanding of kind of what you can expect from my combo on white. I mean, it's stupid. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't even really pick up correctly, but oh, it's glossy. And I haven't even laid a coating down, so. But it's super soft too. I mean, it's just insane what clean paint actually feels like. And don't freak out, everybody. It's just an IPA towel. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing bad. But yeah, it's looking super good. Glossy. Done that, so still gotta do that, and the roof. But I'm probably gonna call it quits for tonight, just because I gotta get home. But anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll definitely finish up polishing tomorrow, on day 3. And all right, so just finished wiping it down with some G-Technic panel wipe. I did an initial wipe with just a little blue towel like this, real well, and then came back with a clean towel and did it again. So effectively did a double panel wipe application. I got burned one time on a car. I was coating it. It was actually a close friend, and I did the coating on it, and I wiped it down plenty good, I thought, once. However, it didn't do that well of a job when I wiped it down. Granted, I was not using G-Technic panel wipe, and I was not using this stuff. I was actually using CarPro Eraser. Panel wipe is basically eraser on steroids. It's way stronger. It's got way more of basically a chemical smell that makes your eyes burn. You have to have the door up because it will destroy your eyes. But basically wipe the whole car down twice just so I know every piece of oil, polish, residue, anything is off the car. It is surgically clean. It is ready to coat. So now we're going to do the fun step. G-Technic Crystal Serum Light tonight probably, or as much as I can get done, finish it up tomorrow, and then come back and hit it with XOV4 2 coats. Basically, I have my initial wipe towel flipped to my high nap side, and then my second wipe towel to knock anything off on the low nap side, or the high nap side, whichever one I said. If you open the doors, make sure you take your shirt, wrap it around your finger just so you don't get any residue on it. But wipe the door jambs down. They're all super clean. It's all ready to be coated. Everything is clean. I always coat the door jambs. People get a kick out of that. So again, if you close the door, use your shirt just so you don't get any oils on it. But yeah, everything's wiped down. It's ready to go. So I'm going to start coating, and I'll get back to you once I've kind of started getting my way through it. All right, so it is day, I've lost count at this point. Today from the last time I recorded, I just kind of forgot to do it at night. But I just got over here. It's 4:30. I've done a coat of CSL, so that's done. So now I really just have to do 2 coats of EXO. Because that's the package they opted for, but it's crazy. It's nasty. It's clean. So, yeah. And like I said, everything on this car is coated. Legit everything. The only thing is not going to be the wheels. I may throw just like 1 coat of EXO on the faces. I don't know though. But yeah, everything is done. Done in a coating. The glass is coated. I typically don't do this, but I kind of decided, since I'm closer with this customer, I did decide to coat the windshield. Typically people tell you not to coat the windshield just because potential shuttering of the wipers when you go to turn them on. However, I don't really think that's going to be an issue, because I coated the windshield on a previous car of mine with Seacort's UK 3.0, 2 coats of that, and it did great. Never had any real shuttering. I would notice if the windshield didn't have quite a lot of moisture on it, it would shutter just a little bit, but that was typically the first time until the blades actually got some moisture built up and some water on them. And then once they were like that and they were kind of a little wet, no issues at all. So that's probably what's going to be like on this car, but we'll find out. If they have an issue with shuttering, I can always come back, just polish it off, and put like Wolf's glass sealant on there, some type of something, or just put OG drying aid on it, or Bead Maker, something like that, and they can just top the windshield with that when they're doing their drying aid application for the car. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get started. EXO time to blow through this whole bottle. It's a 50 mil. This car, like I said, I'm doing everything, 2 coats, so I got to be a little sparing. I don't want to run out. But anyways, we're gonna get it figured out and get it right, and get to going. I also did get the door jambs cleaned out and everything. So we're gonna coat that with XO, not CSL. It just doesn't really need it. I find CSL to be really good for a base layer, but XO has such good self-cleaning properties. Typically, I find the door jambs do better with just XO than CSL. But if you want to put CSL, you can. I just don't really see the need to. But yeah, so we'll get to it, and I will get back with you guys here in a little while. All right, so I did the first coat of XO. Second coat is done basically on this whole half of the car. I actually just waiting for this one spot to flash off, and then I'll get cracking all down this side of the down that side down the car, the back, and then just half of the roof. But yeah, if you can see, it's starting to flash off. So I'm gonna walk over here, grab our leveling towel, and just wipe it. Biggest tip I could give to anybody when they're coating something, especially if it's your first time, is to be focused. You can't really have other people around your first time doing it. You really just need to focus, because you can really screw somebody's car up if you don't pay attention. So like, for instance, if you notice, I only coated this part right here halfway over. But if you see me, I'm wiping the hood. And you're like, why are you wiping the hood, dude? You didn't even coat the hood. Well, that's because you can still wipe over when you're on your initial wipe. So then you take your second towel and you just go. I'm super careful about it. I go way into the other panels just to be safe. And you'll get used to it. You'll get used to what the spaces you're used to working with. And then you just wipe. You just want to be methodical. I've kind of gotten to the point, it's muscle memory now, so I don't really have to think about it too much, just because I've coated so many cars. But yeah, just do your wipes. Because see, like, okay, if I'm coating the headlight, right, I don't know why this thing keeps cutting out, but that blue one, when you're wiping the coating on, putting the coating on, it may get on a little bit of the hood. So you always just want to wipe. Just be safe. That's what this whole thing's about. Be safe. Trust me, you'd much rather get your girlfriend pregnant than you would have overspray on your, or over. All right, guys, so I just finished up on the outside. Customer wants me to do some little interior stuff, just kind of vacuum, clean the leather and steering wheel and glass and everything, which won't take long at all. That's super easy, simple stuff. But for the hard everything, the big work, I'm 99% done. For the whole thing, the inside's like 1% to me. It's so easy. But yeah, so it's completely done on the outside. One step paint corrected, orange Griot's pad, Jescar fine polish, and then it's got IPA wipe down with panel wipe, one coat of G-Technic CSL Crystal Serum Light, also is what it's known by, and then 2 coats of XO V4 by G-Technic. The wheels, didn't coat them. Just done in OG Drying Aid. Super glossy though. I love OG Drying Aid. It's my favorite. It's way better. Way better than Bead Maker. No streaking at all and no dust attraction problems. And then the tires are done, and McGuire's hyper dressing is just what I use on everything. I love hyper dressing. It's great. But yeah, so and if you see little bits of white and stuff, that's just crap that's on. I can't get it to come off because it's plastic. But yeah, and then also all the glass is coated, like I said earlier, same exact as the paint. 1 coat of CSL, 2 coats of XO. It's crazy. It is crazy. There is a little imperfection in the glass. Like, it won't, I don't know if it'll, right there, if you kind of see that right there, It's like a legit scratch, like indentation in the glass. Mirrors, coated too. Everything on this car is coated. Legit everything. Even the, I don't want to really touch the car, but we'll do this. Even the door jambs. The door jambs are freaking coated, guys. Come on. You can't play around. You got to do it all. If you're going to do it all. But yeah, the interior is pretty clean, honestly. So, but yeah, I'm so happy with the way this thing turned out. There's your roof. Sunroof as well, coated. I'm not even gonna have to say at this point, all your trim is coated. It's so nice. This car, it's a 20, what year is this car? Oof. This car is a 2016. So, for being 6 years old, this is pretty damn good. Pretty good. For the condition it was in before to where it's at now, I would say this is better than when you buy it off the lot. Way better than when you buy it off the lot. But, yeah, and it's going to be protected for up to 5 years. Listen, no matter who it is, who coats your car, what you coated it with, it could be any coating of some sort, okay? It's going to be junk after. Okay, so let me rephrase that. If your car sits outside 24/7, never comes in a garage, and you properly wash it, I'd say give it 2.5 years, and then it's going to start being gritty. And it's going to need to be clayed. And once you clay it, you're going to introduce some marring, or you iron remove it. You find some iron, you're going to introduce the need to clay. So then you're just basically going to scratch it up, and then you're going to want to recoat it anyway. So I typically tell customers 2.5 years is reasonable for a 24/7 vehicle out.